Well, I have to say, this was written yesterday by the iPapers.
I just missed a kingfisher. He swept off in this direction. I think I'm going to see if I can get him. He's moving fast.
There it is.
Beautiful. I'm in focus as well, can't believe it. Oh my god, you're gorgeous. That's the very limit. Oh my god. This is Bridge, and in the Middle Ages it was called Aten Bridge. As Aten for at changed into at, people shifted the N onto the air, and air disappeared as well. Air means river in Old English, and obviously Middle English as well. So when we get into the modern period, it doesn't have any meaning, so people turn it into something that has more meaning to them. So they took Aten Bridge and turned it into Atnea Bridge. So it became Bridge. It is in the parish of, well, certainly on the village, on the edge of the village of Somerford Keynes. Yes, I'm back here again, and it's been a bit animal magic this morning. I'm astonished. So it is a fertile and natural place. But it isn't natural. This landscape is scarred, for want of a better word, by the fact that it has been all dug out for gravel extraction. So these, what appear to be quite beautiful lakes, are artificial. They've been scoured out by caterpillars and JCBs. Now I was preparing my speech based around what a tragedy that is, and then 20 minutes into getting here I see an otter, a woodpecker, a heron and a kingfisher all within 20-25 minutes. It tells me that perhaps I might have been a bit hasty in my judgment. These places are, even though they are artificial, they are beautiful. They have been made to be habitats for animals and plants, which is a special thing. And animals are no respecters of human boundaries. this robin doesn't care about your private land. So I've just been past what looks to me like a gated community. It had security on the door and gates. This is a village that controls its entrance and exits. If I believe in the rule of law, you have the right to exercise your enjoyment of your property, but what you have done is cut yourself off from the community of ordinary human beings. And even though I think it's too hasty to utterly condemn, which is my guts tell me to do that, it is still, it can't be healthy dividing up communities into public areas governed by public mores and private areas for the elect. This is Bratsgate Lane, and it's a curious name. It caught my attention when I saw it on the OS map, and it looks old. It looks old to me. It looks medieval, but I can't find anything historical about it. The only thing that I can work out, I may be wrong. If anybody's got any local knowledge, then give me some more, information, preferably with some documentary evidence, if that's possible, or point me in the right direction. That would be great. But this lane goes in a really nice straight line, which is suspicious, and it's obviously suspicious in itself. But bear in mind the enclosures. The enclosure acts in the 17th, 18th century, and earlier enclosures than that. What they were doing was rationalising the countryside. The countryside was Gothic in a Gothic period, in the sense that it was quite higgledy-piggledy. It was using methodologies and ideas of rights that belonged in the Middle Ages, and what they wanted to do was get more output from the land, to get more control over it, and to make more profit. And profit isn't necessarily a dirty word if that profit feeds the mouths of the people around you. Now, so the fact that it's a straight line might lead us to suspect it might have something to do with the Romans. It goes to a Roman city, Corinium, which is Cirencester today. But what is significant, well, we have no record of it for starters, but it could be a rationalisation by the enclosures. What they did was take higgledy-piggledy roads, and then when they enclosed, they made them straight. So this could be a sign of that. So I can't tell you this is a Roman road. It is suspicious to me. Some information, I don't have very much information. All I have is it goes from Minety to Cirencester. Minety is not known for being Roman, as far as I know. I don't think it is. But Cirencester most definitely is. Minety is an Old English word, and it literally does mean minty. It does mean mint. The minute part, minet, is Old English for mint. You can see how it's developed to become our mint, and the e part is either ia or iya, meaning either island or stream. It's watery anyway, island or river. And this road goes between Minety and Cirencester. It is, the name itself, Sprat's Gate, caught my attention for the gate part of it. Now there are gates in England that weren't part of the Dane line. Now I have the suspicion that it might have something to do with the Danes, because gate is used in a way in the north of England that it's not used in the south. But certainly not at the time. The Danes had an influence into later history, not just their own history. So even though this is the south, there may have been, it may have come into common usage to think of lanes as gates. Now in the south we think of a gate as a gate, a 5-bar gate, The Anglo-Saxons also considered gates to be gaps in hills, that sort of thing, a way through something, a threshold. And there's no evidence, I can't see a threshold for it to be passing through. I think it may mean the northern gate, but and you might say, well, that's wrong because the Danes didn't get as far as here, but they did have an influence on language. You do see the occasional place name in southern England that has Norse influences.